When it comes to nighttime photography with your iPhone, things work a little bit differently compared to the daytime because your iPhone works best in well-lit environments. And when the sun goes down, they need help. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you in this video, how to capture the highest quality photos possible with your iPhone in low light. And when I say low light, I don't mean complete darkness. I mean in a situation like this, where we've lost the sun and the light is minimal. It's mainly being provided by streetlights and buildings. Let's start by talking about camera shake. In low light, your camera shaking, even ever so slightly, is much more likely to produce a blurry image because your iPhone needs more time to gather the light. And while it's gathering that light, if the camera moves, that's what causes the blurriness. For example, in a well-lit situation, I can even take a photo like this and it produces a sharp result. Whereas if I try to do the same thing in low light, it's blurry. So it's crucial to keep your iPhone as still as possible. And the easiest way to do that, if no other option is available to you, is to simply use two hands instead of one. Keep your stance nice and wide, bring your hands close into your body, and when you're ready to take a photo, gently caress the shutter button. That's all it needs. Don't jab it because that will cause camera shake. And take multiple photos instead of just one to give yourself more chance of getting a sharp one. But one of the best things you can do for stability though, if it's an option, is to rest your body or your arms against a solid surface like this. But even better than this is to use a tripod. Tripods for iPhones come in all shapes and sizes. In fact, this one here isn't specifically for an iPhone, it's just a regular tripod. What makes it usable with an iPhone is this phone holder, which you will need as well. Now with your phone on a tripod, you could even set a timer of 3 seconds to really avoid camera shake, and now, barring a massive gust of wind or an earthquake, you're nigh guaranteed a sharp image. But high quality iPhone photos at night is about more than just a lack of camera shake. There's also the details, how much detail is in your photo and how good those details look. Because when your iPhone isn't able to gather much light, the details can appear mushy. And one of the most important things to remember is that your iPhone's main camera, the 1x camera, is by far the highest quality camera that your iPhone has. And one of the main reasons for that is that it lets in significantly more light than the other cameras. So if you want the highest quality image with your iPhone in low light, always use the main camera. But the main weapon in the iPhone's arsenal when it comes to low light photography is night mode. Night mode can brighten your shots and capture more detail in low light situations, and it's an automatic mode, meaning it's only going to come on when the iPhone thinks it's dark enough. And I want to preface this night mode demonstration by just letting you know that night mode's availability differs across the iPhone range. This 15 Pro Max, for example, has night mode on all of its cameras, whereas yours might not. And here is a full list letting you know which iPhones and which cameras night mode is available on. Okay, I'm going to launch the camera and take some photos in night mode. And you can see night mode has just sprung to life straight away. It is that moon icon up here, and if I move the phone around, you can see now it's gone to 3 seconds. Over here it is 2 seconds, and that is telling me that night mode is going to take 2 seconds to capture the photo. And if I tap on night mode, I can actually still turn it off. This is the icon that you might see popping up from time to time as the light is getting low. And if I tap it, it has gone onto auto. So auto is your iPhone's way of letting you know that the light's getting low. You might want to consider night mode in this situation, but you don't necessarily need it. And let's see, if I move the iPhone around, yeah, we've gone to 2 seconds, now it's gone back to auto. But we can force it to come on by opening the hidden menu If we tap on the night mode icon, it switches from auto to 2 seconds, which is the maximum. And that's the iPhone automatically deciding it needs a 2-second exposure for this specific shot. And when I capture a photo, I'm going to bring my arms a bit closer, keep them steady, because even in night mode, it's crucial that you keep your iPhone nice and still. And it might even flash up a hold still image. Yeah, there it is, because now during that time the iPhone is gathering loads and loads of light, and it's doing some extra special processing as well behind the scenes to brighten up your image. In fact, if I turn off night mode, the image gets a lot darker. When I turn it on, it's giving me a preview of what it's going to look like. So that is really, really cool. Just keep in mind that night mode images are 12 megapixels, regardless of which phone you're using, which camera, which lens, which resolution you've chosen. It will be 12 megapixels. Even if I have RAW 48 selected, which I do. And that leads me on nicely to my ultimate iPhone low light combination, handheld at least anyway, which is ProRAW plus night mode. This is the most effective combination you can use when capturing photos with your iPhone in low light, because ProRAW files contain so much more data than other formats. It's not even funny. They're significantly larger, and that data means that you can capture much more natural looking details, cleaner details. And if I take a RAW 48 photo here in night mode, 2 seconds, and then I turn off ProRAW and take the same night mode photo, which for me would be a hike photo, and we compare these two photos side by side, look at the difference in the textures and the details. Okay, let's bring it all together. I have my iPhone on a tripod to avoid camera shake. I've got night mode, and I have RAW 48 ProRAW, and you can see I'm in the 1x lens. Now look at how much more light that 1x lens actually gathers than this other 5x telephoto lens. We have night mode here, 8 seconds. But if we go to a telephoto, we get 25 seconds, because that is how much longer night mode actually needs, because this lens is not gathering anywhere near as much light. And you might think 25 seconds, wow, yeah, because when you're on a tripod and the iPhone doesn't detect any shake, it gives you a lot longer. So let's take advantage of that. I'm going to zoom all the way in using my 5x lens, and I'm going to open the hidden menu, set the timer just in case, and actually first I'm going to turn off night mode. I want to show you a before and after. So if I capture a photo now, and I'll turn on night mode again, but this time, instead of opening the hidden menu, I'll hold the icon itself to set night mode to the maximum time. It doesn't matter which method you use, just go with whichever feels more convenient. So it's saying 10 seconds now. If I focus on it, 15 seconds, and 3, 2, 1. Remember, it's an automatic mode, so before I had 25 seconds, now I've got 15 seconds. There's not much I can do about that, and it's all about how much light is around and how much camera shake you've got as to how long night mode will actually capture for. So night mode has finished, and if I come into the camera app here, let's see, now it's saying 25 seconds. And the longer you get, the more quality, the detail that you will get in your photos will increase. And wow, look at that, 16 seconds worth of night mode. I can zoom in there, look at those details, look how clean that image is for 16 seconds. And if I swipe, look at the one without night mode. Oh, poor iPhone. See, that is the iPhone's secret weapon. Well, it's not a secret, but it's a very, very powerful weapon in the iPhone's arsenal, and that is night mode, bringing it all together for you.
This video was a free preview of my iPhone Photo Academy online course. In this course, you'll discover everything you need to know to take stunning photos with your iPhone. So if you'd like to take the kind of photos that will leave your friends and family speechless, please take a look at the full version of iPhone Photo Academy. You'll find a link in the description right next to this video, so click on that link right now, and I'll see you inside the full version of the course.